Dear students, welcome in the series lectures of the product design and the developments. Today we are going to discuss on the product life cycle managements. So various product is available in the markets based on the user needs, based on the customer needs, and our aim is to develop that product based on the some managements, based on the some cycles. So here the objective of this lecture is apply and study the product life cycle management for product manufacturing industry or some companies where the product is manufactured or they develop. The outcome of these lectures, after completion the lectures, student are able to apply product life cycle managements for product developments. So initially starting with the what is meant by the product life cycle management and what are the various phases present in that the product life cycle management. So product manufacturing is starting from the some concepts, some products and demands based on the customer need and after the end of the product lives. So here starting with the people, product and application is present here. So means the demand of the people, some problem is present in the existing products and what are the application is present. So here the management is required during these conditions. What are the demands of the people? It should be present in the proper manner. What are the problems present in the existing product? You can also mention the proper managements. Then next content present data, information, the knowledge. So here the management also is required to prepare the all data, store the all data in the proper manner, the informations about the various concept, various ideas, and the different knowledge is also required for how to fulfill that ideas converted into the product. So here this information, this data is also need to prepare in the proper managements. Then the next step is in this cycle management is the ideas, concept and the problem. So this idea and concept and is depends on the user's demand, it depends on the existing problems, and the concept is not only one. So maybe the number of concept is present for the one product. So here again need to maintain this all data related with the concept and idea. Maybe 2 or 3 concept is required for develop the one products. So here again the proper the management is required for development of this product. Then the next step of this product life cycle management is the processes and the standards. So means how to fulfill your concept in the proper product. So here various processes is present, and based on that processes and based on the standards, our aim is to develop the product for the users. So standards is maybe the ISI standard, some UK standard is present, some German standard is present, some Bureau standard is present. So our aim is to use that standard for that concept and that ideas, and various process is required, and this process is not harmful for manufacture that product. So here the proper management also is required to convert this concept into the product by using some standards, by using some processes. Then the next step is in this cycle is the manufacturing and technique or the skills. So here again the concept is developing that product. So during that development some manufacturing tech is required, some tool is there, the standard tool is required, the selection of the material is required, some technical data is required, some software is required. So here our aim is to prepare the proper managements about the manufacturing process, it starting from the first step to the final step of the finishing of that products, and what are the processes required during the manufacturing of that the products. Then prototype and the manufacturing model. So here after fulfillment of your concept into the products, we are developing some mock-up model, we are developing some prototype model, we are developing some manufacturing models. So here the proper management also is required in that systems, prototypes, manufacturing model, because sometimes the reverse engineering is required in development of the product, and such prototypes models, some mock-up models is also useful for that such conditions. Here the proper management also is required in this step. Then the next step is after manufacturing this product, how to supply this product to the user ends. So the marketing or the supply chain is a play vital role in these systems. So marketing is starting from the product to the user. So proper chain is required from the industry to the suppliers. So here the proper management is also required, the number of products, then what are the price of that the product, what are the conditions about the markets, and based on that market the manufacturing will be developed, and based on that manufacturing the product will be supplied to that the market persons. Then after marketing that products, this product is present at the user end, and the user will be used that such problems, such products for these applications. So during that use, maybe the user is satisfied about that the product, as maybe the user is not satisfied about that the product. So the proper feedback is required from that user related with that the products, and this feedback is also presented in the proper managed, and based on that feedback product will be modified and it will be fulfilled for that development of that the products. Then such feedback is implementations under the service. If the proper feedback is not given about that the product, it is difficult to implement that products for the good conditions, and it will not provide some good services for that the users end. So here again management is required for maintain the data related with the feedback and implementations of that the feedback into the proper management. Then after use that some products, maybe this product is recycled based on the environmental study. After the limited life of that the product, maybe the 5 years, maybe the 10 years, maybe the 15 years, depends on the products. Obviously the life of the product is limited, and after that product, after that life, the product is not usable for the customer end. So here our duty is to recycle that product in proper conditions and again launch this product in the market based on some modifications in the materials, based on some modifications is about this shape, size, and etc etc. Then our aim is again to related with that management decide the life, the retirement of the product. If you are not decided the life of the product, then obviously this product is not used by the customers for long years. So means the retirement of the product is also required. So his proper management is present for manufacturing the product to the retirements. Then what are the different scope is present for product life cycle management? The first is mentioned improvement in the quality of the product. If the proper life cycle management is present, so obviously if you fulfill these all cycles, then obviously the quality of product will be increases, it will be improved for both condition as well as the manufacturing condition as well as the user end conditions. Then controls and observations about the product manufacturings. Obviously if the proper cycle management is there, then the observation about the products is increases based on the manufacturing, and the controlling is also present for proper development of the products. Then again here the cycle is useful for the product and the customer, and the main role is the feedback. The proper feedback is given from the customer. This feedback is sent to the designers, engineers, and industry, and based on that the product will be developed based on the customers. Then implementations development in the existing product. So obviously it depends on the feedback. The proper implementation is also there for the existing products. Then increase the product revenue and financial returns from the products. So obviously each and every industry is develop the products for the customer requirement, but the main motto of the industry is there increase the product revenue and the financial returns from the products. So these are the various scope is present for the product life cycle. These are the limited scopes based on the industry and based on the products. Different scope is also present for the products. What are the benefits of the product life cycle management? So the few benefits is present for the product life cycle. The first is improve the quality of the products. If the proper life cycle is present for development of the products from initial steps to the retirement of the products, then obviously the quality of the product is increases day by day. Then during that cycles, the minimum time is required for development of the products. So if the time reduction is there within a 2 months, within a 3 months, within a 5 months, based on the product quality, based on the product size, and the new product will be launched in the market based on the life cycle management. Then financial performance. If the proper life cycle is present, so here the finance is also increases. Increases means it will be decreases, and but the quality of the product is increases, and the profit is also the increases. Then the improvement is the business is based on the product, is based on the users, and based on the money. And the proper again is the social awareness. The social awareness is depends on the requirement of the customers. If the industries fulfill the customers need, then obviously it is for the social awareness. So these are the few benefits is present for the product life cycle management. Then what are the essential elements of benefits of the product life cycle? So here the customer and users is the essential elements for any product. If there is no demands for the customer, then it's difficult to develop these products for the customers. If we are not find out some problems at the customer end, then it is also difficult to develop the products. So means the customers and the users are the main role for develop the products. So based on the customer need, based on the customer's problem, the industry will be develop the products, and this product will be used for the customers. Then the management. So obviously for any industry, the role of the management is there, is fulfill the requirement of the customers, fulfill the requirement of the workers, fulfill the requirement of the designers, fulfill the fulfill the requirement of the vendors, fulfill the requirement of the social awareness. So management is the vital roles in that some cycles, and the management will be need to develop the product based on the customer's requirement in time to time. Then designer and engineers. Designer and engineers plays the main roles for development of the products by using the customer's need based on the management's roles, and it will be provide the products in the market in within a time to time. And then vendors. So vendor will be again main role and the essential role in this product life cycle. If the vendor is not properly manufacture that product based on the dimensions, based on some materials within the limits, then again it is difficult to launch the products in the markets. So there are the few essential elements is present for the product life cycle: customers, then users, managements, designers, engineers, and the vendors. Then the different application of the product life cycle is management is present for the various industry. So customers and the users needs. Then the concept idea management, product manufacturing, process management, infrastructure transportation, data management, then feed management, tool softwares, and the worker management. So the application of the product, so means the first case customers and its users. The application, so means here if you use the proper methods for maintain the all data related with the customer's requirement and the users needs, then obviously good product will be present from that the customer's requirements. Then the concept and the ideas management, here again the some application is given for the cycle management, and here you can again prepare this all data in that. So these are the various applications present for the product life cycle management. Again is the worker management related with the salary, related with the EARP means biometric thumb impressions, then some feedbacks from that the industry. Then here like the feedback of the management is given. So means you can develop some softwares for fulfill the all data in that software, and by using the one click all data will be useful for presents for the that users, maybe the management, maybe the engineers, maybe the designers. Means that management that process is useful for the development of the product. So these are the various applications present for the life cycle management. So then the emergence of the product life cycle management is given, and these are based on the thinking about the product innovations and development. So obviously our aim is to develop that products based on some thinkings, and the innovation is required for each and every product. Then considerations about the development of the portfolio of the products. So number of products is present in the market, and the various step is present, various model is present without disturbing its main function. So here our aim is to prepare the proper portfolio of the products. Then the product development activity, then customer need and its satisfactions, Then the management role is also emergence in the product life cycle management. Company growth and the long type success is also emergence of the product life cycle. So this is the related with the product life cycle management, and these are the references for these subjects for these lectures. Thank you. We will meet in the next lectures. Thanks.